Hello YouTube, Dbtgamer Show Pokemon Blues Play, Part 4. In the last part, we defeated Erica and got our 4th badge, and Adam also talked about the Stereopsis effect on the 3DS. In this part, we're going to take on the Ghost Tower and also talk a bit more about the 3DS. Adam, go!
Alright, so I am holding in my hand a 3DS. It is sort of metallic blue on one side and a sort of baby sky blue on the other, which is quite disconcerting. The games are... well, I think they're more or less the same size, but the one I'm holding has got a little sort of notch on the side of it. I'm not entirely sure what that's for, but I'm sure it has a purpose. And frankly, I don't care. I can't even put it back in right. There we go. The stylus has been upgraded. It is now...
telescopic!
Yeah, it's telescopic. It's like...
For any of you who don't know what telescopic means, it means it can be stretched.
Imagine one of those old car aerials. It's sort of a cylinder inside a cylinder kind of thing. And, oh yeah, it looks like a DS with 3 cameras. There's 2 cameras on the faceplate and 1 camera just above the top screen.
I'm getting into a battle here, you two, because this is the battle I used to get Mew. I'm going to fight him now because he has no purpose anymore.
So, it's been a while since I've actually played this, so it's been a few hours, so I'm going to power it up and see...
her fiddle around.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's got a wider screen at the top and a little switch next to it, which, yeah, don't worry, I've turned the volume off. A wider screen at the top and a little switch next to it with the 3D option, which, I don't know, it's weird. You've got to like, align your eyes correctly and twiddle about with this, this little sort of this slider switch to sort of get the right sort of depth and focus on it. And I have to confess, yesterday when I played it, I wasn't really focused on making it comfortable. I was just sort of seeing if it worked. You were focused on going, this actually works, wow! Nintendo makes something that works, for once. Yeah, and I have to confess, now that I've actually spent a few seconds aligning it to my eyes, and it's actually a lot more comfortable to look at. I do have to confess that I do feel like I'm having to defocus my eyes slightly to sort of focus on it, and I don't think I'll be able to do this for very long. I literally think about an hour at best is going to be way too much.
Well, I actually took it to work with me once and tried to play it on the bus. Yeah, I could get my eyes to focus, but with the bus driver going over bumps all the time, thank you, mate, I couldn't really enjoy it that much.
Yeah, and this particular one has come with, like, I don't know, it's like a little movie, which does actually look pretty good. It's, I'd hardly call it high def, but,
yeah, I downloaded this movie off the 3DS's download thing just to see how good the 3D was.
And as far as 3D goes, it's pretty good. But I have to confess, it feels false. I don't know if that actually makes any sense, but it feels, and it doesn't seem real.
A little bit too good to be true, you mean?
No, I wouldn't go. Oh, no, definitely wouldn't say too good to be true. It just doesn't feel, just doesn't look real. I thought that, you know, the whole idea of 3D is to make things pop out the screen and look all sort of real and shit.
Well, when a butterfly flash actually in Rayman, it does sort of get that effect.
Yeah, he's only got one 3D game at the moment, and it's Rayman 3D.
Adam, I played the roll call this tower, please.
Oh, hang on, so I'm too busy talking about this. So yeah, carry on. I'll get back to you in a second with that.
And we're back, YouTube.
Yeah, I just had to quickly scan through my walkthrough. Yeah, Pokemon Tower, you can find a Ghastly, very common in red, blue and yellow.
Ghastly, as far as ghost type Pokemon go, it's shit. It's bundled with the poison type status, which makes it basically useless when it comes to fighting psychic Pokemon. It's got a very big Achilles heel at psychic Pokemon, so it's very, very crap. in my opinion.
As I just point out, since it's a ghost, it's weak to psychics anyway.
I know, but with poison, it's even more weak.
Do weaknesses stack?
Yes.
Fair enough. Next, you can find a Haunter, common in red, blue, and yellow.
Haunter. It's better than Ghastly, but not by much.
Yeah, it's still got the ghost poison thing going on. And a Cubone, rare in red and blue.
Cubone, very good Pokemon. It's a very good ground type, although...
You've already talked about him.
Yeah, but I ain't talked about it in this sense. It's a very good Pokemon, but you get in quite late in the game, so it's not always worth picking one up, but it's a very good Pokemon.
Well, you can get them now. They're just extremely rare. And also, if you don't have the Sylph Scope with you, all the wild Pokemon in this area will be sort of just a generic, sort of mysterious, ghostly shape thing, which you can't fight and you can't catch. You can't fight it because your Pokemon are too scared to do anything. You can't catch it because, well, you can't really aim at it straight. Mesmer.
This tower will train up Mesmer because most of the Pokemon in the tower are ghost types and Mesmer rapes them. All my other Pokemon won't be that much use against them.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to have a Psychic with you.
Especially Botan, because Botan's Vine won't do shit.
And that's one of the good things about ghost Pokemon. Normal moves just go straight through them.
They don't...
Acid?
Yeah, Botan's just about to learn Acid here. I'm going to get rid of Poison Powder. Acid is like Poison Powder, but it does damage all the time, and eventually it does poison them if it has a good chance of doing it.
Okay.
So, we'll get rid of Poison Powder for Acid, because it does damage all the time, and it can still poison them.
Anyway, back to my semi-review of the 3DS.
First impressions.
What you said. I'd also like to point out that it does have a PSP-style analog stick, but
it was actually a good one.
Yeah, the PSP-style analog stick is just a really flat, circular lump of plastic with grooves cut in it. This thing is rubber and has a sort of a dip in the middle, so your thumb actually sits in it. You can actually use the damn thing.
Major props to Nintendo on this.
When you turn it on, it's like the it's like turning on a Wii. It's got your little sort of menus, and it's even got a Me system working for it. No idea what the hell that's for. And
well, the Me is Nintendo's official avatar. It's like the Xbox's avatar. It's like the PlayStation Home's avatar thing.
Does PlayStation Network have an avatar?
Yeah,
thing?
it looks like a Sims character.
Oh, fair enough. As I said, I don't own a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, well, I do, but I don't use PlayStation Home because I don't care.
Yeah, fair
If
enough.
I want to play with my friends, I'll just send them a message saying, "Dude, do you want to play Resident Evil?" They'll spin one back saying, "Yes, we'll join up." We don't need to go into PlayStation Home, walk around and find each other.
I had no idea what the hell he's talking about, so... Yeah.
PlayStation Home is a virtual reality meeting place where you make your own character, you can walk up to someone and talk to them. It's profoundly pointless. It's just much easier to email people, in my opinion. Back to you.
Yeah, I can't help but notice this thing doesn't have an original Game Boy slot.
No, it don't.
So you cannot play original Game Boy games on this unless you download them onto the SD card. Yes, this thing now uses an SD card.
Yeah, 2 gig free with it. Which I have to say they're pretty decent size for a handheld console, that is.
Yeah, it does have a 2 gig standard little blue SD card in there.
The SD card is in there. If you open the box, you can't find it. It's in there. Don't have a panic attack.
One thing I did enjoy when I was fiddling about with it yesterday. First of all, I took a picture of David's face, which was no small task and required a lot of rehab. After I lined his face up with a sort of on-screen marker and took a picture of his face, I then I don't know, used the 2 cameras on the back plate to sort of render a 3D image of my room on the screen. And it's set to have a couple of crosshairs in the middle of the screen. And a group of decapitated David heads
with propellers on them.
With propellers, you've seen those little sort of stripy caps that you wear. It's got a little propeller on it with no adequately explored reason. Basically, my room got attacked by a load of them, and I ended up lobbing softballs at them until they died. So
yeah, the mini game is called Face Raiders. I think it's pretty good, but the only problem I have with it, you have to take a picture every time you want to play the damn game.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid. You could use the pictures that you have in your save file.
And also you brought around these, I don't know, the like playing cards with different symbols on.
Oh yeah, the virtual reality AR card thingies.
It was a. I know you put it on the floor, and it sort of scanned the card, brought up this little menu, and well, I know it's like you play a game on the floor kind of thing. It's like I ended up playing something like crazy golf with a snooker ball and a snooker cue, and sort of my carpet is sort of warped and misshaped into this sort of mountainous thing with lava pools dotted around it, which was somewhat disconcerting actually, especially when a dragon burst through the through the floor and started attacking me.
Yeah, you heard a nail that the bed bugs bite. Well, when you in bed, don't forget to check for dragons.
Yeah, because we also I started off by placing the card on my bed, and I ended up with a thing bursting through my fucking sheets, dude. So anyway, that's about it really.
Personally, I don't like where they've moved the microphone on the 3DS. I have to say they've done a really stupid thing with that.
Where's the microphone on this?
It's on the bottom next to the start and select buttons.
Oh, right.
That is a stupid
that
place.
little thing there.
Yeah, that is a stupid place to put it. It should be in the middle between the two screens like it used to be.
Well, there's nothing there's nothing on that little hinge between the two screens. Sorry, there is a little sort of LED power switch, power light thing there. No idea what the hell that's for.
So, Nintendo, if you ever redesign the design of the 3DS, put the microphone back in its proper place, because that hinge thing is sort of parallel to your mouth.
Yeah, these start and select buttons have been moved to below the bottom, the touch screen. They're just sort of little, sort of pressure sensitive pads with a home button in the middle. I haven't really played it that much to really understand what the home button's for, but yeah, it seems like a well-made device. The 3D effect does make my eyes hurt after a while.
But I suppose if you got used to it, I think it would make your eyes eventually not hurt as much.
I don't think you can get used to it. There's also a feature to take 3D photos with it, if you care for that sort of thing. I honestly don't think my eyes would ever get used to that. I don't know if it's just my eyes or what, but I don't think I could play that for any real length of time. Don't worry, we're okay for time. I suppose it all comes down to, do you like 3D? If you like me and
well,
think...
personally, when I bought the 3DS, I basically looked at it as a portable GameCube. I wanted to have a bigger and better games to play on the go. I didn't really care about the 3D that much.
Yes, it is. Technology-wise, it's as powerful as the GameCube, so I'm told.
Some people say it might be as powerful as the Wii, but I think you're pushing it there a little bit.
I won't say that. The Wii isn't exactly beefed up to the max graphics-wise.
Look at Metroid Other M. That's sort of tapping the maximum power out of it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That looks pretty decent.
Graphics-wise, I'm afraid the Wii can't hold a candle to the other mainstream games, and we're running out of time.
Anyway, YouTube, see you next time. Bye.